All right, welcome to the Voices live here on Politics and Business Television. Today is another midweek, Wednesday, a day where everybody is always cool and calm. The week is settling down, and very soon it's going to be Friday. My name is Kenneth Chidi, and today I am between two beautiful women to take us through the Voices today. On my immediate left, I have with me Fatima Haruna. Welcome, Fatima.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, me is Felicia Dunka.
Again, the emphasis on Dunka. Good morning, good morning, viewers.
You know that name.
It's a beautiful Wednesday to be here.
Yes, and the weather is quite sunny, bright, no rain. What a first timer. You know, those in church will say, "You are welcome in the name of the Lord." So you're welcome. So are you excited to be on the Voices?
Very, very excited.
All right, the Voices, of course, you know, this is where we say it the way it is, as the name implies. Voices with an X. Say it loud and clear. Let people hear what's going on. There's, you know, political issues, social issues, religious issue. It's all encompassing. Just say it. Say it and let it be loud. That is the Voices for you. All right, we'll be going on a short break. And of course, when we return straight to the topic of the day, go nowhere. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Voices.
Tired of the snow? Tired of the bad TV signal? 388-7277. Free TV. Digital TV for free. Brought to you by NBC.
All right, the program is still the Voices on Politics and Business Television. So much talk going on backstage. And of course, today we are going to look at a very wonderful situation. But let me create the background before we proceed. Prior to this time, there was this, you know, saga, I will call it, or controversy making the round. That is this phantom agency. Some call it the ghost agency. And at some point, the chief of staff to the president, Femi Gbajabiamila, came out and said that the agency, the PFICPC, is a fake agency. And of course, the DG himself, by name Prince Adeyemi Matthew, came out and said, no, it is not a fake agency. It is real. I am the DG. In fact, as a matter of fact, or let me use that language if I'm not mistaken, that I paid 400 million naira to become the DG, and I need to balance the sum of 200 million naira, you know, to secure that job. And he went ahead to show some video footages where we saw that the office of the PFIPC is also situated at the Federal Secretariat, and again, and that they have accounts with the central bank, and a letter from the Senate, and of course pictures where he attended foreign trips in Canada and approvals and awards from even one of the anti-graft agencies, so on and so forth. Now, this is one story that has generated widespread concerns, and of course that has led to so many denials, counter denials. We have situations whereby the CBN, the Accountant General of the Federation, the Secretary General of the Federation, everybody is saying, I know nothing. And some people are asking who defended the budget. Of course, we have the budget running into billions of naira. And of course, for the budget to be signed, it had to go through the National Assembly. The National Assembly is saying, well, they need to see to the end of this matter. Now, as it is, the Speaker has constituted probe, and of the committee has started drilling everybody concerned. The ICPC is drilling Gbajabiamila, and of course, the committee saddled the responsibilities, also drilling everybody concerned. The AGF has been invited, the Office of the Accountant General, and the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Head of Service has been invited. So today we are going to look at a story and a statement credited to the Head of Service today, where she said and admitted that 314 staffs were approved for the same agencies. And the agencies have been part of what is going on as long as civil service activities is concerned. I see I would be in the studio, Madam Felicia Dunka, and of course, Fatima Haruna in the studio. Good morning once again, women.
Good morning.
Okay, this ghost agency has refused to go. The ghost is everywhere. The ghost has refused to rest in peace.
The ghost is spreading its tentacles.
Wallahi. You see, when somebody dies, there's something called ghost. Your ghost means you cannot see.
Yes.
But now, this kind of ghost, You know, Grigo, what's happening?
I no go gree go.
You know, before now, everybody was saying my hand no deal.
Yes.
But now,
all the deniers.
fingers are now pointing at each
Yes.
other. Now you, now you, now you. It is the case of Subanjo. According to Subanjo, that is why we are where we are where we were. So, who's going to shoot first? You want to say something?
Well, I'm so glad that, as I earlier said, the ghost is spreading its tentacles, to different
The
directions.
ghosts are refused to
Yes,
go.
different directions, and that will never stop until the whole truth is laid to bed. Yes, and the different pictures of highly placed personnel are coming into the whole thing.
Okay.
After all the denials. So that's on a good note, that
Okay.
we are seeing all the revelations, and it will never end until the whole truth is being revealed.
Talking about truth, when we go to court, they
Yes.
give you the Bible to swear. And for Muslims, they give you Quran. They say, you raise it up, and you raise it up and say with me, repeat after me, I shall say the truth. And nothing but the truth, so help me God. But in this country, we have seen where people will gather together to hold a meeting, and after praying and committing the meeting in the hands of God, they will tell lies all through the meeting. And I'm wondering, what did you commit in the hands of God? Lies? Okay, I'd like to read something so that we can bring up our listeners and, of course, viewers up to speed. Let me read out something from the statement by the head of service. The head of civil service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Walson Jack, on Monday admitted, mark the word admitted, that the controversial, no more denial now, controversial Economic Advisory Council, Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council participated in the federal government budget, mark the word budget, process and obtained approval for 314 staff positions, despite questions over its legal status. This is an agency that is a ghost town. I read further. Walton Jack disclosed this while testifying before the House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating the circumstances surrounding the existence and operation of the council. She, however, maintained that the office of the head of the civil service of the Federation did not create or establish the council, insisting that the approval of government agencies falls outside its constitutional mandate. So she's saying that her own is to make sure that it is find its way, the budget is created for them, and of course 314 staffs were approved. But creating the agency, consign them. Now government, they get way consigned. Okay, it's outside our constitutional mandate. According to her, the council first approached the office on August 6th, 2025. So the council is not new, requesting approval for its organizational structure, but failed to submit the required supporting document. So the council approached her for some of request, and she, of course, when there are requests you will make, and of course documents will be requested, asked to be brought forward, and that they failed to bring those documents forward. Probably that is what led to what is discovered. Now let me read further again. She said the request was initially rejected but was later approved after further engagement. Now, a request that was rejected due to incomplete documentation was not later approved after further engagement. This further engagement is what we are aware, we are not aware. We are going to look at it. Okay. Authorizing a workforce of 314 personnel comprising 14 existing staff and 300 additional positions. The records of the Organization Design and Development Department confirmed that the approved establishment was collected on behalf of the council by a representative of the P/PFIPC, she told lawmakers. Walton Jack further revealed that representatives of the council participated in the 2025 annual manpower budget defense exercise, where a woman modified herself as deputy director of administration, because I didn't have deputy director, led the agency delegation during the bilateral discussions with officials of the civil service. So they've been participating on different forums and programs. Now, look at this. She explained that the fourth batch of the manpower approvals covering its 8 ministries, departments, and agencies, including the council, was endorsed on July 18, 2025 by the permanent secretary in charge of the Common Services Office, who was overseeing the office of the head of civil service at that time. The head of service stressed that no civil servant was deployed by the office to the council, noting that recruitment into government agencies is not handled by the office of the head of civil service. So she said no civil servant was sent to that organization, and she stated that her office is not responsible. So the question is, you approved 314 people, but you did not recruit them. You can see that there's something fishing somewhere. Now, Madam Duka.
You know, for me, the whole story is very, very interesting.
Yes.
With all what you have said now, I follow up all the grammar. In the first place, I want to say that the Nigerians were very good in speaking all the grammars just to cover up. But the truth must be told.
Yes.
No matter what it will take us, we will say the truth here. Because if in the first place, such what do you call it? Such an agency was able to was denying some facts, and later we are now being told, made to know that the request were
the request, she got a request, and there was no, she requested for some documents.
Yes, and they were not complete.
They couldn't complete it,
but
they later
approved.
There was
so
some
that's to tell us that there were some engagements, and again the request followed a process. Let me say the request
was approved after the engagement.
Yes, actually, if it was approved after the engagement, it was a process, part of a process that was followed, and that process went through official government channels. From one person to the other. Actually, there was
with alleged
incomplete documents. You understand? That's number one. Then secondly, approving the 314 positions of jobs, personnel slots. There's something fishy there.
And they attended so many forums.
They attended so many symposia and all that, you know.
With their other brothers.
With their other brothers. Of course, they for me, I will not say allegedly here. Money, a whole lot of money was involved in going through all those trainings and all these symposia they were attending.
Okay, let me go to Fatima. With all this story that you have heard, somebody came out and said, the agency is a ghost too. It doesn't exist. Do you believe?
I honestly don't believe.
Why? Let me know.
Because if you said this agency was brought for this and it was cancelled due to incomplete documents. So tell me, how did you now go through legal processes to verify these documents? There's a process, like she said, and you can't go through this process.
No, she said there was an engagement. So that's talk your own, I talk my own.
Okay. So if you can, they secured not one position.
Yes.
314 positions is alarming. Because if you can secure those positions to people, it can't just come overnight and happens. There must be processes, there must be signatures, there must be people approving it. Mind you,
let me not sorry to cut you. They have accounts in CBN. I know for you to open an account in CBN, domiciliary account, that is dollar account. The only account that requires only one kind of ID card, international passport.
So now, who are the people who approved all these things? Nobody is coming out.
Are you asking me?
She's asking a question that cannot be answered.
No, you need to know these are.
We have many ghosts in Nigeria. We have ghost university now. Ghost agency. Maybe I will go ask my wife. Maybe she's a ghost.
I honestly feel this is more than one agency. There's a lot going on the ground that a lot of us don't know in the public, but I feel there's a lot happening on the ground.
Talking about a lot, cut you there. Let me tell you now, Madam Duka, talking about a lot going on. A few days ago, we discovered that we have over 900 MDAs, agencies, ministries, and again, we are losing 882 billion naira annually on agencies. As we speak now, the House of Representative Committee investigating this matter has taken it to another level. They say all the MDS should come and come for the verification. Let's confirm what we have, because we cannot be losing 882 billion. Do you see us discovering more ghosts? Because we are still battling one ghost. Maybe we have more ghosties. Let me use the word.
Like a committee of ghosts.
Ghosts, yes.
If we have ghosts, plenty ghosts, we have to run away from
We
the
have
country.
to run away
Do
from
we
the
see us
country.
discovering more
We
ghosts?
have to jabber. Of course, I foresee us having more of these ghosts. As I said it, the ghost is, expanding, spreading its tentacles.
Having more children.
Yes, having more
So we're likely
children.
to see the ghost
More,
mother,
even worse than this
the
that
ghost,
we are seeing.
the daughter of the ghost,
The
granddaughter,
granddaughter, great granddaughter of a
because
ghost.
the Senate, the House of Rep, they are on it now.
Yes.
And this matter, in fact, I want to appreciate the Speaker, His Excellency, let me just say that the Right Honorable Tajudeen Abbas, for standing firm. This matter will not rest, because Nigerians are all over their neck to ensure that we see the end to the end of this matter. Now back to you, Fatima, because now if we have over 900 MDAs and we're losing 822 billion, and we have an account in CBN which involves the signature of the Accountant General.
Yes.
I ask you again. You have to raise the Bible or Quran. Tell me the truth. With what you have seen, is this agency truly a ghost agency? Should they stop calling it ghost?
Honestly, they should stop. I feel like
They should stop calling it.
cover up. I feel like they are trying to cover up a lot. And this is something that is not today, this news came, but like the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I would say we've been
Over a month now.
Over
over a month. We've been battling this case, and up to now, there's no full accountability.
So why would Diddy Jackson, welcome, give approval for employment of staff, but she did not employ? And why would they go do certain things outside her jurisdiction? She's the head of service, but she's not aware that those who came to the office, but she's aware that the request for 314 people were needed.
So how is that possible?
You're asking me, where is that possible?
No,
Yeah.
I'm asking everybody, how is
Yes.
that possible?
No, it's very possible.
But,
For
okay.
me, being the head,
Yes.
being the head of service does not warrant her all the information to receive all the information needed. One could only be there. That's for the Nigerian system. She's only there as a head, but that doesn't give her room to receive all the information needed. Of course, if there were some hidden things around, they would not want her to hear. It's like you being the head of a home. It's not everything you know about your family. There are some things that your children may even want to hide from you, because of course they know if they say it to you, you may even stop them from doing it. You understand? Even your wife. So there's a level of leadership that when it gets there are some things that will be hidden from you, especially when people get to know that you are the very disciplined type. Maybe I don't know much about the Mrs. Didi, but at her own level, maybe in the office she's the type that is a very disciplined woman. There are some things she doesn't.
She confessed that the documentation was not complete.
Yes, it
in
was
fact,
not
she said
complete.
she assisted them in preparation for the budget.
So for her, if she's able to come out to tell us that the documentation was not complete.
However,
and at the
some
end of
engagements,
it all, the document, there was an approval.
Yes.
after
Without
some
the
engagement, not documentation.
After some engagement. So what is the engagement? For me, I feel the engagement was something that had to do with money again.
Maybe some oga at the top
Yes, at the top. And she is just
allegedly called.
there. Yes, she is just there. Because I know you have been into leadership, and you must have experienced almost something like this, that you just be there as a figurehead. But some things happening underneath on the background, you may not even know.
So you are saying that yes, she's there as the head of service, but certain decisions
could be taken without her consent.
was done
But
without her
it's
consent.
Yes.
not a small agency.
Okay.
There must be verifications. CBN is involved. Foreign agencies are involved. So how did these people come into the picture if there wasn't any documentation?
They have an office in Federal Secretariat.
They have an office. And even as of when
Do they rent
this-
office? Do they rent it? Is it rented? I want to know now.
when
Maybe
this case started,
Or maybe
they
they
rent it, because I was thinking maybe the Federal Secretariat is like the normal random shopping complex. Do they rent it?
that we have.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Could it be that the office itself is a ghost?
No, we saw
You
video
understand?
footage. I don't know if we see
Because
that
we
video.
saw we saw
We see that video
The
where
office.
we saw the office
Yeah.
with the picture of the president, Tunubu, hung on the wall
now.
So,
and all that. But in all that, I'm just wondering the implications of all this.
You know, if you have the video of Prince Adeyemi, do you still have it? Where he received foreigners in his office? Okay, now if you can get that video, maybe if you can signal us, let's see if we can look at it. So we see where he received
An award.
expatriates. Expatriates came,
Okay, yes,
sat
I
down
think
and had
the
discussion
office.
with them, and they showed interest of investing in Nigeria. Now, looking at this whole thing, what will Nigerians say about the DG? The DG that is saying that, look, this thing is not a ghost agency.
Not fake.
Looking at all this confession, is the DG vindicated now? Is it what for better use of word? How will Nigerians see him now? A man that is saying the truth or what? Is he actually saying the truth now? That is not a ghost.
On his own part, he may be thinking that he's saying the truth, because when
Somebody has come to say that I follow prepare budget for this one. So is he not the one? Because somebody said it's a lie, it's ghost. He is saying it's the truth. That in fact, I paid 400 million to become the DG.
and I paid an amount again to even secure the job.
Like 400 million, then 200 to
200
balance.
to balance.
And somebody said no, but Jabiala said no, it's a ghost agency. Among the two now, if you are to be the normal street judge, among the, look at the pictures. Who is saying the truth? Allegedly.
Allegedly, I don't believe there's truth in this whole thing. Because the first question is, why I even pay? This is a federal government agency. Do you have to pay money? This is something that happens if there's integrity.
Oh, you're talking about job racketeering. Don't go there. Oh.
Slot.
That's another topic for another day. Oh. I have friends allegedly who paid 3 million naira to secure job in some agencies in Nigeria. Allegedly, and they didn't get
They
it.
never got the job. Like for me, I would say allegedly the man could have some element of truth in what he is saying.
Okay.
Because why am I saying this? It happened in my own state when we had ghost workers in Kaduna State.
That was under the leadership of Malam El-Rufai?
Malam El-Rufai. I always make reference to that man in the prison. Yes, because he was during his own time, he was able to feed them out. So for me, let me borrow from that. Looking at that, I know that the man has some element of truth in whatever he's saying. Because if this one is the head of service is coming to say her own, then of course the ghost workers exist. That agency existed. Let me say, I don't know if now if it's still there, but it did exist.
Okay, let's go to the moral aspect of this matter now. Why would people, well-meaning Nigerians, well-placed Nigerians, deny things like this? At the initial stage, there was so much denial. At some point, it was what made the rounds in front of the newspapers. Everybody was saying, I don't know, I distance myself. Now, most of them that were denying now, then, and I'm admitting and then playing the blame game, the narcissist, trying to gaslight and let the person know how you are making look at the one that made me. Now you, if not for you, if maybe you, now you make me do this thing. Why would people condescend so low, not to be honorable, to admit that, oh, I actually did this, and then resign honorably, like we see in St. Clowns like Britain? Why? Are you one of them?
Yes, obviously.
Because I know you deny. You look at someone that was here.
No.
You have to see your eyes.
No. That's why the first thing is we are not in the government. Reasons best known to them why they are denying. But my problem is
with or without government. Nigerians, why do we deny? Why are we in a hurry to deny things? Huh?
Why is it just one person that has to take the fall for all of this? Nobody is coming out to talk. The only pointing fingers is on the guy facing the accusation. Nobody, Wajabi Amila denied it. Everybody is denying. And then investigation, now because of investigation, few people are coming out to talk. And why is it that it's now they are coming out to talk? From the beginning, why did you not say anything?
Why did they deny? They were denying now. Are you asking me why they didn't?
No, I'm not asking you.
People are denying now. I said, why are Nigerians always denying? See, I'm telling you from personal experience. even at my level where I live, even some my areas where I live, and of course in school, I for one as a person, I'm not perfect. I don't, but there are things I cannot deny. The worst I would have tell you sorry. I am bold enough to confront any challenge, but there are things I used to tell my wife, I used to tell people, if I must lie, it has to involve big money. It also has to involve human life, especially human life. If I know a kidnapper is looking for you and I say, where is this person's house, or I heard assassin, I can say I don't know. Have I lied? Technically no, but I know your house. But I have to do that to save your life. That is, but I cannot cheap lies. You see people telling cheap lies. Oga, this organization have an account in CBN, our mother's bank, the Apex Bank. That is not a child's play, and such account, domiciliary account. This agency went through budget screening. The question is, who even defended the budget? So the House of Rep now is now, the one trying to find out the truth. There are those who will say this House of Rep also were the ones that also screened the budget. Why didn't they detect it when they saw it?
Let me come in to answer your question. Why is it that some Nigerians find it difficult to...
You pass through my domot. I don't see you. Later they come bring you come. I call the form like say, I don't understand. Allegedly. Anyway, let me hear you.
Yes, it was on this platform, if I could remember you saying it, that people don't get shame. You said it in Pidgin. Some persons don't get shame again.
At all.
Yeah, they don't get shame. You will see somebody with a stain on his or her dress, and the person is denying the fact that I have that stain. Humbly, it only takes a little for one to say, yes, I did this and this, that. Because I'm just wondering, why dragging us all into this? We didn't know. We didn't have a share of whatever they were benefiting from it. Of course, the fraudulent, what do we call it, a scam. Because if 314 positions were approved, that's slots for ghost workers, they were paying them salaries. Money was coming in. I've worked in a particular, in maybe a copper, working in 3 different places, benefiting, collecting the allowance from 3 different places. We have coppers that are like that.
Are you sure?
Some of them are here hearing me.
Are you sure we don't have ghost coppers?
Yes, I hope we don't have. I hope we don't have.
I think I will have to take.
Just as we didn't know of this source.
And then take the cover. Fatima, you have ghost coppers?
We should ask them, mommy. Why are you asking me? This is not my question.
No, I'm asking you. You know more. You know more when it comes to and coppers and this. I do have those coppers.
Are you asking me?
Okay, Fatima doesn't want to say anything. We'll be going on a short break, of course, and when we return, the discussion about the 314 staff, we'll get to know if they have pensions. Because it's not, of course, a civil service job is a pensionable job. So when we return, we'll get to find out. This is the Voices. Stay with us. We'll be back after this time out.
Imagine, see, television, movies, news, and entertainment, they your pocket, just like that. Welcome to Free TV app. Now the #1 digital TV app for Nigeria. Free TV app get over 100 live TV channels, breaking news, sports, Nollywood movies, small pikin shows, and plenty more. Inside one app. No decoder wahala, no plenty setup. Just download, open, begin the watch. To get the app, just search Free TV for Google Play Store or Free TV.English for Apple App Store, or scan the QR code for your screen. Registration will take you seconds. You fit use phone number, email, WhatsApp, Google, or Apple ID. OTP even dey, so make your account stay safe. For inside the app, the live TV section get over 100 licensed channels with program guide, pause, rewind, and catch up. Free TV no be ordinary app. Now, download Free TV today. Imagine seeing television, movies, news, and entertainment, they your pocket, just like that. Welcome to Free TV app. Now the #1 digital TV for Nigeria.
All right, that was the Free TV app. Of course, in case you want to join us live on the P&B television, and of course the program The Voices. You can go to Free TV channel 92. There you will see us live, and then of course find time to join us and enjoy the show. Still with me in the studio, I have Felicia Duncan, and of course Fatima Haruna. They are beautiful ladies looking at me. I'm lucky. Blessed art thou
among women.
Among the women. Now to the issue. 314 stars with pensions. Are we going to invite the PENCOM, the pension agency handling it, to come and find out if truly those 314 were? Because now, if an agency is a ghost agency, that means the workers are ghost workers. If you are a worker in that agency, because ever since this matter has been going on, honestly, I've not had anybody from that agency coming and say, I am one of the person working there among the 314. So is it that they created that 314 on paper, and real life there is no 314 working anywhere? Yes. Is that the picture?
That could be so. Yes, that could be so. Because let me say, even in universities, when you go to
you know why I believe so?
Yes.
She said yes. So. I was part of people who authorized the employment of 314, but I did not employ them myself because it's out of my constitutional jurisdiction. So who employed 314 that we have not seen anybody coming to talk? You say, my job has been taken away from me. I've been declared a ghost worker.
Or even organizing a protest.
Or even a protest. Somebody coming to even speak out even on the internet or anywhere.
No, we have not seen any.
As one worker. So is it that those 314 workers were just 314 on paper? Somebody was just leaking. It's part of those 882 billion naira that we're losing annually. Is it something like that?
That's where accountability.
And I need you to speak out.
That's where accountability comes in, because these 314 people have accounts. Definitely money is being paid to those accounts.
They receive salaries.
They receive salaries.
They receive pensions.
So who are the owners of this account? This is the first question.
And which bank do they?
Which bank are they using?
Is it collect? Are they using
to want to investigate? They can go through these processes.
So that means the bank should be invited.
Yes.
The workers should bring their pay slip.
Oh yes, they should bring it, because each person has an account.
And the pension company should come and say, I'm the one holding their pension. But now that we have not seen all these things, is it that this ghost is very big?
Well, we can see the high rate
of, a monster ghost.
Yes, of having a very good high potential payroll. Yes, high potential payroll of a system that's employed ghost workers, paying them salaries. I'm happy you made mention of the pension, because if you receive salary,
it's a pensionable job.
Yes, pensionable job. Then of course we have the right to call on the PENCOM to come into this case as well, and I hope they will do so, to tell us how many of these are getting the pension, because some amount will be deducted automatically from your salary to be put into your PENCOM every month.
Okay.
Yes. Then that goes a long way to tell us how weak the system of the whole government, the federation,
the whole government bureaucracy,
is, the weakness of it.
Weak in the sense that this whole thing passed through different stages. So
got there.
After all this stage,
and there's no way to.
Somebody came and said the ghost was working.
And again, I want to say that
how ghosts go work out for you to come down.
When we were young, we used to hear the story of ghosts that they didn't have legs. Now
have you seen one?
No story.
Have you seen any ghost?
No,
they don't have legs to walk.
Okay, now you are seeing ghosts.
They don't have legs to walk. Maybe they are floating.
Nigerian ghosts have legs.
They have to float on, to wherever they were working, and they were being paid. So that's to tell us how weak the federal government, bureaucracy is. Of course, with a very greedy or gullible individual from the hierarchy, taking part of in all these processes, because there's no way a highly placed person was not involved, an individual from the top to where we are today.
Okay.
In the whole scenario.
A request that demanded that requires proper documentation, and according to Didi, the documents were not complete. But after some engagements, the whole issue flew. What is that called? Is that not some form of corruption? So would I be correct to say allegedly that even she has some questions to answer?
In fact, she has some questions. I'm sorry to say that, even looking at her,
because she needs to tell us, Madam Didi Jackson, you need to tell us the engagements. We should stop using some form of languages to paint situations to appear as though they are seemingly white. Let us know that the engagement that overrode due process, because the due process, according to you, is that there are some documents that were not brought forward. But after due engagement, we want to know those engagements. So what do you think?
And there's no way the engagement would have taken place without her being present. Even though, as I said, being a leader is not everything you are open
Of course, she was present. That's why she knew there was an engagement.
That there was an engagement.
Obviously, we need transparency in this whole thing. We need transparency, honestly, accountability, transparency. We need all of this because it's public funds. And
if you are made the head of service, will it be transparency? You are, I'm looking at you.
I hope I will. I believe I will.
And you'll be transparent?
Yes, I believe I will because
with this Gen Z, you know, you are one of those Gen Zs.
I feel we Gen Zs are even better than these people in government now because Gen Zs are very open. We are very transparent.
This Gen Z that I'm seeing.
Yes.
After Z is not, is it this Gen Z that I'm seeing? I'll be the next Gen Z.
This Gen
that
Z,
is so.
I'm more confident in us.
This Gen Z that is so entitled, proud,
and we are confident. We know what we are doing.
You are being rude. You say you are confident. Gen Z that is rude.
We know what we want.
You are replacing rudeness for confidence.
No, it's confidence, not rudeness. There's a difference to it.
In this Gen Z.
Yes. And I feel like we can do better, and we will even do better.
I am of the opinion that most of the Gen Zs are product of bad parenting. You can see the society is going down in terms of value system.
If you say bad,
are we getting it right?
You are involving yourself too.
Oh, of course, I'm a parent, of course. However, I'm doing my best to the best of my knowledge to ensure. That is why I cannot know what I know and allow my children to fail. With God helping me, I can't. I cannot know what I know and with the help of God and allow my daughters to fail me. I used to tell them to their face. I tell my children, I said the worst thing you can do to your father. In fact, if you want my daughter to cry, tell her you're going to report her to her father, because I love them so much and also discipline them very well. My daughters are very comfortable. In fact, yesterday I was displaying for them, doing clock 8, making them laugh. I was in this their Gen Z, and they will laugh at me because I would do it in a very old school way, and they'll be laughing, But when it's time to discipline them, I do, because I don't take it for granted. I have come to realize that the worst thing that I can put you as a parent is to raise a bad child. And these are the things that transcends into what we are seeing today. Because going to Smart Adeyemi, as a Smart Adeyemi, going to Prince Adeyemi Matthew, he was uninvited, arrested, and charged to court. What will the court be saying now? Now that the committee have started squeezing everybody, everybody now say the truth is now coming out. Will the court continue the case? No. In course, they say rest is aloquito. The fact speaks for itself. Now, with the confession going on now, a man was arrested for countering something that they called fake. To say it's not fake. And the arrest now say, come and prove that it's not fake. With the confession of Accountant General now, the fact that the CBN is a account today with us, in fact, dollar account, and the head of service. If you are the judge in that court, will you not apologize to them?
Well, if I am the one in the court, allegedly, yes, I will apologize to him. But again, I will take a bold step to revisit the case. Yes, to revisit the case.
Don't you see that the court, which is known for justice, will be looking at me with some form of respect and some form of wow, because this matter now,
he's winning it.
You used to sweep this under the carpet. There is no kind of carpet that will cover this one. We will remove the carpet. In fact, the carpet has been removed and sold. It's now open. We are seeing the tiles, and everybody is just, confessing one thing or the other. I'm wondering what will be going on in the minds of those who arrested this man and charged him to court. Is it a form of intimidation? Is it an attempt, allegedly, to intimidate him to keep quiet?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I feel like they probably arrested him for questioning. because he also needs to be questioned. He's involved, other people are involved, so he knows. I feel like he knows better about other people involved in this whole thing. I honestly feel he knows the people involved too. Maybe he's not speaking up completely or directly, but then there's a lot of investigations that is supposed to be done, not just him. Everybody is supposed to be investigated. Everybody are concerned. As far as I'm concerned, everybody needs to be investigated. House of Reps, CBN, PENCOM, all of them.
Okay, well, not just PENCOM, maybe probably one of those other pension outfits there, because
Yes.
PENCOM is one outfit. We have others. Okay, do you think there's something you were reading? Do you want to find? Is there something you want to add to that before we close on this topic? Your own view and advice to other agencies, because now we have over 900 of them, and as I'm speaking today, all of them they have 48 hours.
Well, for me, I want to say here that Adeyemi himself, I don't see him as someone who gives up completely. He has refused to be intimidated, and that's why we are getting all this now. So my humble advice to Nigerians and other agencies is that from all what we have gathered, we are yet to hear more, to get more, even worse cases than this one. So Nigerians who are victims, yes, who are victims of such should not be afraid, should not feel intimidated. Let us be bold enough to come out and say the truth exactly the way it is, no matter what it takes.
Nothing but the truth.
Yes.
So help us God. Last question. There are those who will say Adeyemi is a mole. He was planted there to come and expose all these things. Because as a result of this, saga, a lot has been unfolded. A lot of Alamanjeri money, church, 8.05 church, and mosque renovation. Na me, maybe me, na you, maybe you. 814 staff. So many things. Is Adeyemi a mole? Was he planted by some forces who does not love this government to make a mess of this whole thing? And as a government, do you think the government will ensure that justice is done so that they can save their face from this whole saga? Two questions. One, is he a mole? Two, do you think the government will go to any length to ensure that this thing, they save their face from this whole? Because it's a dent. It's a big dent. Yes.
Adeyemi could be a mole, as I see it. Not maybe from forces. He may not be from forces, but God can use.
Oh, you mean God can plant in the moon?
No, he can use such a person
this
to
kind
bring.
God, I never
No,
seen
let me finish my sentence. He can use such a person to bring sanity to our dear country, Nigeria,
okay.
with all the mishaps that we are having. Because he doesn't speak well of us, honestly.
So the hand of God is there.
That, but yes.
Come on now,
That's
preach it, Madam Feliketunka.
in the name of the God's hand is
God's
there.
spiritual, yeah.
Yes. to use it to bring sanity.
Everything is God. This God. God has left. See, the way you people are calling God, the man at my will send his PA. He will not even have a time for our time. Because we're always calling God. Somebody is doing the wrong thing, calling God. My friend, I'm sure this for me, I believe they are unseen hands trying to ensure that the government of the day have the fair share of their own criticism, which is also beautiful for democracy, because when next government comes, if this government doesn't emerge, which we are looking up to next election, or because we'll get to see another form of criticism. In fact, Malami and the Sri Lanka, they are also having a fair share, allegedly, of their own allegations. So government come in and go, and then the next government comes and begin to unravel. But this one, the government is still in power, and we are seeing issues bordering on all forms of monies, illegal monies, illegal goes this and goes that. Final one from you before we go.
I just hope that this
as a government, are you going to nail it to save your face? Are you going to trash this matter to the latter to save your face?
I don't think I see Nigerian government doing anything about that, because if they had plans of doing this thing, they would have done it from the beginning. They would have taken it very serious from the beginning.
The House of Rep has just created a committee. Is it not serious?
But from the beginning,
the president was the first to call for a probe, and now we have a committee. So, are you saying they're not taking it serious?
Maybe they are, but I don't.
Or we are likely going to sweep it under the carpet.
And I feel there's high probability they
Probably they've not bought the carpet yet.
Tunubu, Nigeria.
Are you saying they've not bought the carpet where they will sweep it under? Because you know this carpet, do you know where that carpet is?
Well, I don't know, but I don't see the whole.
Every time we keep hearing sweep under the carpet.
I
want to know how expensive that carpet move is. Very expensive.
I don't think the whole scene will be swept. Kept under the carpet.
I'm looking for that carpet. Is it in tree where they
you
say
see it? You see it, even if it's a ghost, you see that carpet.
That carpet, maybe Eze will tell me where that carpet.
If we have gotten to this
that
stage
carpet
now,
must be very
we are
expensive.
almost at the end of it all.
Okay.
Yes,
How many
the truth
cases
of hearing the
have gone
truth.
far, and then after a certain period of time, you don't hear anything about it again. You just close this automatically. You won't hear anything about it if the investigation was done properly, if people were sanctioned, if there was any form of reform. You won't hear anything about it again.
just die
I
down.
hope this particular one will be different, honestly.
Well, my belief is that we have gotten to a stage where we are almost at the end of the truth.
Where we cannot beat traffic lights.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, ladies. It's nice having you on the show. Thank you for doing justice to the topic. Their hope and belief, just like every other Nigerian, is that this matter will not be swept under the carpet. And if at all it is swept under the carpet, Ike, CK, and others will go and look for that carpet and then open the carpet. We must know what's inside that carpet. All right, we'll be going on a break, and when we return, we'll go straight to another very disturbing issue. Stay tuned, go nowhere, grab a cup of tea, and then keep watching. The Voices will be back after this time out.
Imagine having the power of television, movies, news, and entertainment right in your pocket. Welcome to Free TV App, Nigeria's all-in-one digital TV experience. With Free TV App, you get access to over 100 live TV channels, breaking news, sports, movies, kids shows, and more. All from a single mobile app. No decoder stress, no complicated setup, just download, open, and start watching. Free TV is television reimagined for the digital age. To get started, simply search Free TV on the Google Play Store or Free TV NG on the Apple App Store, or scan the QR code on your screen. Once installed, register in seconds using your phone number, email, WhatsApp, Google ID, or Apple ID. Secure OTP verification ensures safe and seamless access. Inside the app, explore content directly from the home screen or navigate easily using the various tabs. The Live TV section gives you access to over 100 licensed channels, complete with an electronic program guide, EPG, pause, rewind, and catch-up features. The Video On Demand library offers up to 500 hours of curated content, including Nollywood movies, drama series, documentaries, kids and educational programs. You can resume playback, save favorites, and download content to watch offline. The News tab delivers real-time updates across breaking news, sports, entertainment, technology, and pop culture, all in one place. Free TV is more than an app. It's a digital revolution in broadcasting. Download the Free TV app today.
All right, welcome back to the Voices. You just saw the advert there, Free TV. In case you want to join us, it's free. Free, oh, you don't need any money, no shishi, no kobo. Free. Channel 92, of course, is the channel, and of course, you tune and watch us directly on Free TV, and then follow us, and then you can also comment on our social media handles that will be displayed on the screen shortly after this discussion. All right, my name is Tikene Chidi, and of course, I am going straight to the next topic. This one now, it borders on subsidy. This subsidy that has brought us where we are today. A few years down the line, about 3 years and a half or so, the president was sworn in, President Bola Ahmed Tunubu, and upon his inaugural speech, he did make a very, very strong statement, which has, some are saying it is responsible for where we are today, especially the fuel price. Fuel is not your mate. Fuel is not your mate. Now, the president said subsidy is gone. And of course, even though there are those who will argue that other presidential candidates also campaign on the same ground of removal of subsidy. So why are they making noise? After them, we're told that subsidy will be used to augment certain things and, of course, develop the country in terms of infrastructure, human capital, and the rest of them. But today, came out to say that subsidy has not gone anywhere. They only rebranded it and changed the name. They removed the school uniform and put another uniform. And it is now called
Energy security.
Energy Security Expenses. That is refined there. That it is no more subsidy. It is now Energy Security what? Expenses. Now, we're going to look into this issue. Because, like I said, fuel is about 1,280, 300, 350 in some places. And this is what gave rise, to that, what gave rise to this price. At first, when the subsidy was removed, I think it was 585 naira. At that time, we're still battling and we're still trying to understand what is going on. Before we know what is happening, it's over 1,000 naira now. And that has skyrocketed so many things, including agricultural produce. Now, a bag of rice is costly, expensive. Beans, yam, just name the farm produce. People can no longer eat. People can no longer move their vehicles. I, for one, I have parked my car for some time now. I only go to church with it and move around my estate with my car. But bringing it to the office and taking it back is something I don't want to do because it is not cost effective to do that. I still have the two women in my studio who are also direct recipients of this removal of subsidy that has showed us Shege and Shege Pro Max. And only for us to discover allegedly that the Shege was rebranded from subsidy to Energy Security Services. Madam and lady, who do us this?
Now we do ourselves.
You are laughing, you are always smiling.
I can smile.
Subsidy has gone and are you eating well now? The one I'm seeing is that maybe it's only last yesterday afternoon.
No, anybody that sees me know that I'm very healthy.
Okay, subsidy is not doing anything.
It's affecting us one way or the other.
I'm saying it now. But what? Let me hear from madam.
Well, even if it's not affecting her physically, it's affecting her in some other ways.
Don't mind her.
Yeah, don't mind her.
She's forming. Bobo Big girls. Just
Well, we kudos to Rufai Uteni,
yes,
who has made us to know openly that the whole idea of subsidy removal has been rebranded. Yes. And of course, that's again misplacement of priority. That's the way I see it.
I like that English. Can you repeat again? Misplacement of what?
Priority.
Bam.
And the outside world will be looking at us now and be wondering, look, these people, do they even know what they are doing?
Honestly.
Do they even know what they are doing? Are they okay, or something has gone up here?
I thought subsidy was supposed
honestly, it was supposed to reduce the what do you call it? The price of fuel, petroleum. And once we know as Nigerians that if a price of petroleum is being reduced,
no, not that it was supposed to. Let me put it clearly. No, not that it was supposed to reduce.
Put it right for me.
Actually, the subsidy, according to the promises made, was that they will allow the free flow of markets and the market forces to determine prices. And then again, we now have a Dangote.
That's where I was coming.
Yes, who has now, successfully floated his own refinery. And one is wondering, we have crude. We have Dangote refinery, even though we have 4 other refineries that we don't know why it's not working up to today. Maintenance has been ongoing for since night to only God knows when, and that maintenance has refused to be maintained up to today. We don't know whether the unseen hands are still there, but I believe they are unseen hands anyway. I don't know what other maintenance will last up to this time. But with all this, we are still buying fuel almost 1,300, 1,350. In some places 1,400. Madam Felicia.
And the cost of feeding. You can find yesterday
how much are you even renting? 1 room night, how much?
I will know when I start renting.
Okay, if not started renting. Subsidy is not for people like you. Something we know those of us that are from the face, we know. You look at you are looking bright and early. So there's no subsidy in you. So you are enjoying.
But we are all suffering it.
How are you all suffering it?
We are all suffering.
You that is looking fresh like today bread. How are you suffering it?
Tell what she said, I might not be suffering it
physically.
Okay.
we are all suffering it.
How? Now tell me.
Be it food, because the people transporting the food, they also
Okay, I agree with you.
Well,
I agree with you.
expense of transportation. By the time they spend those a certain amount of money to transport this food to other states, how much do you think us are going to get it? We are the receiving end of all this.
What do you mean by us? You mean the poor people?
Everybody. Wow.
I'm not
Not
poor.
poor, but as long as you're in Nigeria,
Okay.
we are all at the receiving end. Because one way or the other, we all buy things. We go to hospitals, we go to school, we need to eat to survive. And you need to work. So now, how can you be going out to work and then the money, you're spending half of your salary or more than half
more
of
than
your
what you are
transportation.
receiving.
Then what are you going to spend on feeding, health, and other things? So it's not fair to everybody, honestly. If you are receiving certain amount, you should know what the money is being used for.
Okay, I think I want to read out something so that everybody can be on the same page to hear what Rufai Oseni said about what I call ESE. ESE. ESE is a name, linked with, I think, people from Delta State. All right. They told us subsidy was dead and buried. Now, Rufai Oseni is saying this. But NMPCL's latest financial statements reveal that 7.1 trillion was quietly spent as an energy security expense, while Nigerians are still paying over 1,200 naira per liter at the pump. The opacity in our public, finance architecture is exactly why public, trust has completely evaporated. That it has gone. Trust has died. Okay, Rufai went ahead to say, can you see they just changed the name to Energy Security Expense, ESE, meaning ESE Bovia, ESE everything. That is my own addition. And security energy expense, blah blah blah. It is subsidy, according to Rufai. You believe energy security expense is simply subsidy under a different name. The more you see, the less you what? Madam Felicia, answer me. The more you see,
the less you talk.
The less you understand, my friend.
No, I'm changing to my own. The more you see, the less you talk.
Well,
that's my own.
When I was growing up, there's such a thing. There's this folktale story we used to tell. We used to play. We don't hear Boju. We didn't play. Boju. For those of us in our generation, you didn't do Boju. Okay. When you try to hide and seek, we call it hide and seek game. You didn't do it. Well, that is the way we are seeing ourselves now. The Boju philosophy, the Boju ideology is allegedly what is playing out according to the fire. Now, let me come to the story proper. Removal of subsidy. We saw how things, cement, blocks, house rent from 600,000 to 2.5 million, 2-bedroom, not major city. Anything from locals, local gomas, down to Lugbe, to Zuba. That means, in fact, when you get to Gwagwalada, you're not in Abuja, you're already approaching your village. Now, and you're renting 2.5 million for 2-bedroom in those locals. Now, who said you're talking about 7 million 2-bedroom, 8 million 2-bedroom? And I'm asking, come, so how will I pay 2-bedroom? Are you feeding me? Will they give me bag of rice and pepper in the house? Now, these are all products of subsidy removal. And we were hopeful, based on what we were told, that electricity will be fixed, lights, roads, everything will work, salaries will be increased. And today, where are we, Madam Felicia?
We are where we put ourselves. You and who put who? You, Fatima, and I.
How?
Where we put ourselves.
Government said that by all means necessary, you are going to have light. And when you don't have light, when I come back for 5 years, don't vote for me. That is the truth. And then
I love what you read. I even noted it.
Okay.
Public trust has evaporated.
And Uche, It's dead.
It has died. It has expired.
Let me say it in a local, but she have
Yeah,
died.
Mutu, yes. She have died. Yeah, Mutu. So all those promises were empty promises that were made to us. And we were there listening and we believed.
That is it,
yes, so this is what we are seeing.
Is that true?
This is what we are seeing.
You that is saying we are all beneficiary of subsidy and you are looking fresh. After this show, you explain how all of you that went to private university, some people that went to private university, and I will pay big school fees, come and tell me, subsidies, we are all suffering it. You never say, come to Kabusa village.
Go to Maraba and see what people are going through.
Then you see what subsidy, the definition of subsidy. Let me hear you. So the question I want to ask you, how do you feel now getting to know that the subsidy that you thought has gone was only change school uniform? It's the same school.
I saw in what he said 7.1 trillion has been recorded as energy security expense. So now, what's the money being used for exactly? That's what we even need to know.
Energy security, and they are securing your energy.
They are securing whose energy?
Your energy.
Your energy,
the energy that you are using to talk.
Definitely not mine. Because I don't see them doing anything. Maybe they are securing their own energy for their own selfish reasons, but definitely not mine.
You are alive and you are strong, you are talking. Is it not energy? They are securing your energy.
I'll go spiritual like Madam. It's from God.
You go spiritual, better go spiritual. Because it's from God. I like that. Oh God.
So 7.1 trillion. I like the fact that you brought that out. That is a whole lot of money. And then somebody is securing energy expenses. Can they please explain what do they mean by that energy expenses? As far as I'm concerned, it's a sale.
It's a sale. Just grammar again.
He say about to pay. He say, I'm not Sakano Lare. Let me not speak Bini. Madam Felicia.
You see, the more we go, the more they keep rebranding the names again.
Okay, maybe now after
7.1 trillion. Where is the money? Where have they channeled the money into?
Yes.
They said they used it for energy security.
How?
Expenses.
Because
How?
fuel prices are still very high.
They are still very high. Many workers now can't even go to their homes. They sleep in offices. Even in Marabana houses, that's maybe a house, a 1 bedroom of 450 naira. That's the cheapest you can even get.
Naira. I wanted to say, is that a poultry house? Even a poultry.
Oh, gracious.
A poultry is more expensive than 450.
I would have asked
So there is toilet in that house.
To help me get home.
Or kitchen. Madam Felicia, please be careful of the figure.
450,000.
Okay.
You understand that people that were clamoring for houses that had water, of course, because there was NEPA then. As you say, we can't efface that name NEPA. It's still NEPA. Whether you rebrand it to whatever name.
As long as you continue to see that place.
It's still NEPA, as far as I know.
You don't even have diet. That's why
I'm telling you,
see the way people are walking on the street.
not to talk of balance.
No, you need to observe people walking on the street. They don't have balance.
I'm not even so strong to even look at them. I don't have the energy to even look at them.
Are you a victim of balance? No balance.
Imbalance
diet.
Yes, I don't have the energy to even
I know Fatima is eating balanced diet.
We are just eating to survive. It's not like balance diet in Nigeria. We are just surviving.
So that's to tell us where we have seen ourselves. We believe when these politicians come, okay, elections are coming up very soon. We are still living without seeing the promises made to us. So how in fact for me now, nobody can even deceive me. Honestly, nobody. Yes, of course, you can encourage one another, go and get your PVC.
Oh, are you doing that with a bag of rice? And 20,000 naira?
They deceive you when you go to market to buy a bag of rice. They will tell you it's foreign rice, whereas it's rice from maybe Gwagwalada with stones in it. Just make a mistake of maybe rushing to prepare food for
the last campaign rice they gave.
You be giving people
I saw.
To eat.
My brother, greater is the stone in the rice. You should have you seen when you are eating, even the sound of your teeth, as if you are grinding. That is, and Nigerians will take this and you go and vote somebody for another 4 years. That rice is poisonous. That rice has a lot of stones, which is dangerous to your health. And of course, you are prone to appendix, stones. And then you go and take that rice with 20,000. You are the problem of Nigeria. You guys watching me on TV, and you collect money to vote. Wallahi, wahala no Nigeria. You are the problem of Nigeria. Oh, go and win Nigeria. You want here, you want problem. You are the problem of Nigeria.
Look at, you can imagine where you come from. That we are lovers of apple. Apple now, you cannot eat apple very well because they even put
what do you call it?
No. That's an alternative now. So maybe the whatever one used to eat before. Now you can imagine that even the apple we eat now, they even put what do you call it? Is it a little bit of whitish substance to make it soft?
You mean
I'm telling you, if you see what people process, how they process some food stuff from some dishes that we eat.
Madam, thanks you for bringing that. This subsidy has, pushed a lot of people to begin to compromise standards.
That is it.
Now we have even the beverages that you take. You need to be sure what you are drinking. The milk is no longer rich, no milk inside your yard. Anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know you are waiting to say.
Are you sure?
No, my Gary has some nice, the usual. I like Gary, drinking Gary, milk, cold water, granite. But towards the end of the Gary, you notice something. Like 3 spoons of sand. Now people are beginning to cut corners. We saw where a lady was producing fake palm oil for people to eat. Many companies are now reducing qualities because of affordability. This is all as a result of the hardship the removal of subsidy has generated in this country. And only for us to come out after 3 years to realize, according to Rufai Hosseini, that it was not removed though.
Branded.
So if it was not removed, the ESE, Energy Securities Expenses, that was serviced with 7.1 trillion, where is that 7.1 trillion? Because if ESE is adjudged to be removal of subsidy, that means somebody removed 7.1 trillion naira and pocketed it.
As usual.
You're looking at me. True or false? Is that not what it looks like?
Because there's zero transparency in this government, honestly. There's zero transparency.
Allegedly, anyway.
Yes, allegedly. Because subsidy or energy security expense, we need value for our money. Either way, we need value for money.
And again, we are not the value for money is not there. What's the dollar rate now? Madam Felicia, do we have the value for our money now?
Yes, what's the value now? We checked it, was it not 2 days ago?
It was 1,380.
380?
I think as of yesterday, I don't have
A dollar? And the basket of onions is 7,000 naira. In fact, I called my wife and I said, if I hear you cut 2 onions, 1 ball is okay. No cut 2. In fact, that's good with onions.
A small container of onion, tomatoes, fresh tomatoes like this now goes for
tomatoes. No, don't go there. We have improvised now.
Yes.
It's garden egg. You boil garden egg, you grind it for your tomatoes. Because tomatoes, my brother, I don't even know the color right now. Tomatoes is something else.
It's a no-go area.
You are seeing video. And the video, I'm used, what are you looking for? I use garden egg sauce.
Garden, when you use the sauce,
you brother, I garnish some dry fish just to give it a face. To sharp rice, and my brotherly. If you cannot beat them, you join them. Because subsidy, oh my God, I'm liking this topic. Yes. Thanks to Rufai. Thanks to Rufai Hosseini for bringing out this. If not for him, some of us would not even know that this whole thing has been rebranded. And here we are commending some people saying that you are doing well. Because some will say the subsidy was used for the construction of the coastal roads. Some will say more monies were pumped into security and all that and whatnot. But as far as I'm concerned, the removal of subsidy has not translated into the livelihood of the common man in Nigeria. To the best of my knowledge, poverty rate has increased, poor quality in terms of foods, and of course, the best business model now that we are being advised to go to is kuli, corn, and akara. And I think I'm beginning to consider one of them. I am good in making akara, and I think I'll open akara business.
That will be good.
Madam Felicia.
Be of use.
Yes, that would be good.
Eh?
I can be
No, the way I'm saying, you will finish my career. I won't get profit.
I need energy to work for you now.
No, your energy has been paid for. They say they've serviced it now. Abi? Energy security services. So, our parting word now. What advice do you have? Looking at the first topic, the second topic, a summary, what advice do you have to Nigerians? Is it that we should keep praying? Because we pray a lot in this country, and then it's like God has off his phone. God is not listening to us because the more we pray, the more our leaders seems to be, allegedly, coming out with all kinds of wonders too. And what I see, because whether you like it or not, all these things have a lot of effect on your mental state. Truly speaking, you keep hearing all sorts of things. Somebody is looking for. You go to social media, you see people dashing somebody 50,000 naira, and the woman will almost go naked. Ordinary 50K.
I should never thought of having
Felicia,
it.
parting words.
Well, for me, my parting words would be that I'm only telling Nigerians, those watching us, that it's high time we stopped allowing ourselves to be deceived by these politicians. Because when they come, they use sweet words, they speak all the grammar, and we stand there and we listen and believe what they are saying. For me, I refuse to
And they
believe
give you
what
palliatives.
Palliative. Maybe one module of rice. Even it has.
Some of them can even renovate your church.
Yes, they renovate your church. That when you go there, maybe they will give you one measure of rice. How long will that take you? You cannot live on that. So it's high time we stop allowing ourselves to be deceived by some of these Nigerians. They are not our alpha and omegas. We have suffered enough, and enough is enough. So let us know exactly what we are doing.
All right, we have suffered enough, and enough is enough. Let's know what we are doing. Fatima and Haruna, before we go, subsidy removal led to hike in fuel, and fuel premium motor spirit is responsible for a lot of things in Nigeria. It determines the price of so many things. You agree with me with that?
Definitely.
And because Nigeria seems to be a mono economy, we depend mostly, if not 90%, on oil. So what's your parting word going forward to Nigerians?
I just hope this government is going to be more transparent to us, and then we should vote wisely next election. Honestly, we should really vote for good leaders who will be accountable for every decision they make in this country, because without us, they can't even go to this. They can't enter power without us. We are their backbone. So the only thing they can do is to give back to us in good ways. Because the suffering, we've suffered enough. If you've not suffered enough, I've suffered enough. And I feel I'm tired.
Look at me, Madam Felicia. You can say, you're suffered enough, you're tired. All right. In my dialect, they will say in my dialect, okay, I will accept with fear that you have suffered. All right, thank you all the same. Fatima Haruna, thank you very much. Madam Felicia Dunka, thank you very much. And of course, I can't thank my engineers there, Eze and Hannah, and of course, Victor.